All right, what is up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. I know it's been a while, and I know that for quite a few seasons I have been reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. But quite frankly, this season and in this season that I find myself in right now, I just have not been in the mood to discuss anything. I had plans of reviewing Greenleaf. I had plans of doing a lot of things, but that just hasn't happened. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better, coming up out my funk, realizing who I am. Girl, I am Miss Sophia the Diva. Girl, what's wrong with you? Get your shit together. Yes, I'm getting myself back together. So, for those of you who are new to my Facebook, thumbs up, like, subscribe, however you want to call it here. Same thing with YouTube because I edit these for YouTube. If this is your first time on my channel, please be sure to thumbs up this video, share it, and also subscribe to this channel. And if you want to know when I'm posting my next video, be sure to put that notification bell on to hit that, yes. So anyway, like I was saying, Real Housewives of Atlanta, we're in season 11. We are 4 episodes in, and I was concerned the first 2 episodes, actually the first 2.5, because it was looking like it was going to be dry as the Sahara Desert. Okay, honey, I was like, I mean, it's sad, with the things that are going on with Greg and Nene, as y'all know. Greg got diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. So that was really sad. And a lot of people on Twitter was like, we don't want to see this. We don't want nothing to happen to Mr. Greg. We don't want to see that bad happen to him. And we don't. One of the things that, hey Cheryl, big sis in the house. And so anyway, that's really sad. But my question was, and this is nothing against anybody, because I know that you can go get physicals every year and something will get missed and it will be 10 times worse. But I'm trying to understand, how did his colon cancer get to stage 3? I thought once you reached it, all of us, once we reached a certain age, I think it's over 50, we're all supposed to have colonostomies, right? Am I right or wrong? Or if your family's at risk, does it start later or earlier? I don't know. But that's really sad to watch, and he doesn't want to do chemo, and it looks like in the episode coming up that the doctors are saying that they found some tumors in his system. I personally would have done the preventive chemo, I think, because even though they got all of the cancer out of the colon, like the doctor told him in MD Anderson, shout out to MD Anderson, one of the top cancer treatment hospitals in my home state of Texas, Houston. Not my hometown, y'all know I'm a Dallas girl. But either way, I would have opted for it. I mean, I get that there are things that we can do, but unfortunately our bodies have become so damaged by the things that are being put into our bodies already. We kind of have to take the chemicals. I mean, I don't know how to describe that. Okay, Cynthia got her a new boo, but hell, we just read in the blogs a couple of weeks ago they done broke up, but he was a sports announcer or something. He was living in LA and visiting her, and he done swam in Lake Bailey a few times, honey. Yes, Lord, that's what Miss Cynthia said. Okay, girl, go on, get that wig split in all them bundles, okay? We have Eva Pickford, or what is she going by? Eva Marcel, America's Next Top Model. She's going to be on there. Oh, Cheryl said that she was told at 50 they are saying African Americans should start at age 45. I just had mine. Is it going to let me see more? Probably not. I hate Facebook Live. But anyways, yeah. They broke up already, Cheryl. Because it's something came across the blogs that says Cynthia breaks up with Mike here. To me, what are you laughing at? Girl, this shit, Real Housewives of Atlanta really get me going. Portia, you know what? God bless Portia. I don't know if she feel like she got a ticking time bomb, ticking clock, them eggs are about to overcook at any moment. But girl, what is you doing, baby? What is you doing? Chasing in behind this little hot dog man. Y'all, they said that man ain't no taller than 5'6". And I live in Atlanta and I haven't been to the hot dog stand, and I've been looking for me a good chili cheese dog. I know it ain't Pink's hot dogs, but hey, it'll do. No, we done with Portia ass. Girl in that ass. What is up? I'm sorry, Portia ass getting butt shots. I don't care what you say, because she said something about it when they were all down there to Dr. Kerr's when Cynthia was trying to tell them about how she had breast implants 10 years ago and she was trying to make sure they was still road ready. Girl, I don't know. And she just doing too much. Like, young women who are watching this, if you want to get a man, that is not the way to get a man and keep a man. Okay, you got to play that a little bit more milder. Okay, you can't be like the queen of Thoughtland and then all of a sudden you want to be a mama and a wife. Okay. Oh, to me, I got to get to that. Oh my God. Somebody called Portia the toothbrush whisperer on Twitter. I was dying. So Portia planned a trip for everyone to go to South Beach, Miami, to not only for her birthday weekend with her man, but also for the girls to support Nene in her comedy show, right? So they get there. Portia is like running through this hotel suite that Dennis has gotten for her, looking for a ring. She calling her sister all loud, like, girl, I think it's in here. I think it's in here. I'm just like, who chases after rings like that? Girl, the thirst is real. I get you want to be married. Cordell gave you a raw deal. You ended up having a miscarriage at one point. But all of that ain't necessary. I was very disappointed in Portia's behavior. And I was also shocked to see her with this little man, because I thought that she was dating Ricky Smiley. And I thought that would have been a good fit with his crazy behind. He got all them kids, so you could help with them too. I'm just saying, ready-made family. There you go. Instant. Oh, and that's the other thing about Portia. Remember, what was that last season, Portia? I'm a baby vegan. I'm a baby vegan. I just love vegetables. I love them. And now all of a sudden this honey, she done got the hot dog man, honey. She didn't want no vegan dog. No, she want all beef, pork, okay, and chicken. However they serving it, she taking it. Hell, last night she got her a T-bone steak with the bone in when they were having dinner. Okay, so real quick. And I didn't really commentate too much, so I'm going to plug this in right here. So the dinner with Dennis's mom, she had some legit questions like, are y'all running to the altar? Like, what's going on? She pulled a Mama Joyce about that prenup. So I don't know, but I just feel like, like Funky Diva said, the relationship is unorthodox, but I also have said, who are we to judge? Because a lot of people fall in love and meet the love of their life and get married, sometimes within a month's time, sometimes within 6 months, sometimes within a year. It's just all how they want to go. But I just thought that Mama did ask some good questions. But in this particular episode, this was episode 2, I think it was, Portia is chasing this man down for his toothbrush, demanding that she be able to brush her teeth with his toothbrush. Now, I get they in a sexual relationship. There can be no doubt about that. You passing out cookies left and right. But, and I know, there's some swapping of bodily fluids here and there, but really, like, you like his toothbrushes? How about he just buy you a set of the same toothbrushes that he uses? Maybe he like sharing, mouth to mouth. I don't know. It's just something about that. Somebody was saying that, I don't know why y'all think that's nasty. They doing all the nasty stuff already. It is nasty. Okay, it just is. In Diva's world, it's nasty. Okay. Yeah, Portia was looking for a ring like a crackhead. She want to make sure that she got him on lockdown, because I think they only been together like 5 months. And let me tell you something about that, guys. The hopeless romantic here, let me tell you. People can meet and fall in love and have a connection right then and there on the spot. My ex and I were together for 4 years, and it was an instant connection. It can happen. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm not judging her for that, but what I am saying is that the behavior that she's displaying is just inappropriate to try to get a man to win him over. And especially when you don't know this man, but Candy know him. Candy know everything about everybody. Y'all ever know, somebody pointed this out on Twitter. They said Candy knows everybody's man. Either she done slept with them, she knows somebody that done slept with him, or she got the word on the street like Mama Joyce. Okay. She gonna know, she gonna get the tea on your man and all your business. One of the things, I thought Marlo had a peach, y'all, but I guess Marlo did not get a peach. She's just been cast as a friend of the show. I thought she had a peach, but I guess I don't see her in the intros either. Because last night people were like, she still don't have a peach, and I was like, oh, because on the trip Marlo was so rude and so like a, I don't know how to describe it, but she was so aggressive about having Portia's room and she don't deserve this and she don't need this. First of all, you are a guest on this trip. That is rude. And then Marlo, you always telling people about etiquette. That was very rude and inappropriate. Okay. You stay in your little room and you gonna be all right. Okay. I think Eva is a good addition to the show. A lot of people aren't feeling it now. What I will say about Eva last season, I appreciated her behavior. This season, not so much. She's hating on Cynthia. Talking about how Cynthia's, oh, wait a minute, boo. Before there was you, there was Cynthia Bailey, not to mention a host of other black models who came through to pave the way for you. Okay. So stop hating on Cynthia, okay? I don't know what it is about Cynthia. You mad because she didn't want to receive what that information is you had about her man from last season. I mean, I don't know what it is, but that's highly uncalled for. I mean, who else is in that age category? I guess you would talk about Kim Porter if she was alive too. May she rest in peace, because she also paved the way for you to be on a runway and in couture, okay? So I'm not feeling that, Eva. You need to dial that back. I don't know if you sitting on the sofa with Wendell Williams got you motivated to be hateful, but that ain't a good look for you, sis. It just ain't. Let's see. That pretty much covers that episode. The first episode I'm not gonna even talk about because it was just filler. That's when we found out about Greg and his health and all of that. So okay, so last week was called A New Edition. And the reason why it was called A New Edition is because Ronnie DeVoe and his wife from the group Black that was discovered by Lisa Left Eye Lopez, may she rest in peace, were being onboarded to the show. And from jump, Twitterverse has spoken. We are not here for Shamari. Okay, she talked too damn much. She think that she all that in a bag of chips. And I'm just over it. No, honey. She talking about, we like Bay and Jay. First of all, Beyonce and Jay-Z would not be caught dead on a reality show. Okay. First of all. You not Bobby and Whitney either. As dysfunctional and as crazy as they were, y'all ain't on that level. Now, yes, is Ronnie DeVoe a living legend? Yes, he is. He is part of one of the biggest pop groups ever with the never-ending tour schedule. Okay. And he can rap, but we found out that both you and him got struggle vocals. Okay. Singing ain't your thing right now. I don't know what was going on in the booth, but when she got out that booth, we were all like, girl, is you all right? Is you okay? Is Ronnie okay? Why was he trying to sing? Now he know he can't sing. You better go ahead and do that little rap. Poison, something. I forgot shit. I don't know. Why did Portia bring +2 when you could only invite one? I don't know. I thought Shamia was a friend of the show, so she really don't count because she was a friend of the show. I don't know. So Shamari's like, oh my God, I'm married to Ronnie DeVoe, and I met him when he's like 13 years my senior, and when we met, we hooked up on the first date, and we've been together ever since. Oh my God. I'm just like, did we really need to know all that? And then this week, well, wait a minute, So her and the remaining member, because unfortunately one of the members of Black got ran over in the street. Here, well, not here. I'm not in Atlanta right now. I'm in Palm Beach. But in Atlanta, yes, Cheryl, all of that. They decided to do something at this place. I'm going to have to go check it out. Tamia, you not on here anymore, but girl, we're going to go check out this little Atlanta Live, whatever it is they got one of these days. And so they on their stage in these outdated, Destiny Child, when they first came out, outfits. And Cynthia said something about it. At first, people thought it was rude, but I was like, no, something is off about them costumes. Like, your wife just went crazy with the bedazzler running. Why didn't you stop her? And then, on top of that, she gonna have the nerve, after she got off stage with that mediocre performance, to come at Candy to my babe. Don't you have something to tell Candy about, her performance? Because, they on the Escape tour. And he was like, placement. And I'm just like, you talking about song placement, or you talking about the position of Escape and who should be leading the dances or whatever? Well, we know Candy can't lead no damn dance. We found that out when they were doing the little show that Bravo did for them, the little docu-series. So we know that, right? But, I mean, to me, it sounds like y'all been laying up in bed at night talking about Candy's placement of her group. I mean, that was just rude and uncalled for, and you didn't have to do it in front of everybody. Nene was kind of like unbothered by Shamari, too. She ain't feeling her. Of course, people said Nene was hating, but I was like, no, I think Nene is with all the rest of us. We not feeling Shamari. She talked too damn much. Girl, you got diarrhea in the mouth. You need to put some Imodium in there. And then this week, Cynthia decides to have a barbecue down to Lake Bailey. Oh, I don't know how anybody live near lake down here in the South, Jesus. All these skeeters out here, Lord. Oh, Jesus, they got me this year. But either way, everybody was supposed to bring their own dish. But of course, Cynthia knew that people were going to either stop by Publix, have their chef do it. Their mom and them, somebody was going to be cooking other than themselves. Portia man that dropped off all these damn hot dogs and shit down here to Cynthia. Y'all can just stick, hot dogs going to be coming from everywhere. And so anyways, that's when it was supposed to be a +1. And everybody bought +1 and 2 and 3, okay? But before that, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Let me see something. Oh, before that, back up. Portia and her man. So, in the episode before this last one, episode 4, but in episode 3, we learned that Portia got a Rolex from Dude. But apparently this is Dude's calling card where he gives anyone he's dating a Rolex, and also gets their name tattooed on his body. If y'all look at her fiance's body, he's got tats everywhere. So Carmen and this girl that used to be an assistant to Portia, that Portia had to run and beat her ass because she said she was disrespectful, and Candy was sitting around talking at the new OLG, which I'm glad that they opened a new one, because the one that's over there, what is it, on Peter Street or Marietta, wherever that is, the old lady gang is, it stay packed and it's virtually impossible. And we still haven't been. My friend and I, we've been trying to get in there and we haven't. Maybe we should make reservations, but our Lyft driver said the food is only good during the week. On the weekend, somebody up. I was like, okay, girl, we'll peep that next time. But she said the salmon is good. But apparently, so the whole time that Candy and them are talking, Portia is just rattling off to her mom about how he gonna get a tattoo of her face on the back, on his back, like his whole back. And I was like, well, hell, I guess you the end of the road. But old girl was saying how he would have women that he was dating cook for the new women he had just started dating. I said, oh, he got a harem. He a R. Kelly up in here, ain't he? It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body. I shouldn't even be singing that, pervert and domestic violent abuser, but I mean it fits the mold. You got a little harem going on. But apparently Portia don't care, honey, because her and her mama, by the way, Portia mama look good, y'all, and people were talking about her hair. I kind of like the little windblown I just came in from the beach look on her. I forgot what her mama name is, but she looked good. So either way, it's just a mess. So now Candy has tea on Portia's man. And even in Miami, Portia was telling her, maybe you might not want to move so fast and go around, telling everybody that this is your man, whatever. And of course, Portia wasn't open to receive that. But back to the barbecue. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just trying to do a summary of this because I really don't, I'm not going to do a deep dive of any of these episodes, just some key things. So in this particular episode, we see Nene has a new friend, this chick that's a tech chick that made her money that way. She went from being a nurse to being in tech, and it's her and her husband. They have some sort of tech company that they run. And so both her and Nene are these two Sagittarius born on December 13th. So they are like sisters, okay? Marlo ain't feeling it. Y'all saw Marlo's face. Marlo like, well, damn, is she gonna get a peach now too? Probably so before you. You can't be coming in here like a bull in a china shop, Marlo, and just think that, everything is sweet. Marlo is label obsessed. I feel so sorry for her too. Because she's like, oh my God, let me see. Is that Fendi? Is that Versace? I mean, whatever it was. What was it? Valentino? Was that what she was talking about? But either way, I'm just like, girl, but my friend Fee that's on Twitter that I deal with a lot, she was like, girl, because she poor, she ain't never had shit until now. That's why she always label obsessed. I was like, damn, that is true. Because you can always tell the nouveau rich, they want to brag about it. And that's the other thing with Shamari, too. I feel like she's like a Monique in this series. Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac. That's who she reminds me of. She's very braggadocious. And she's a little bit of Candace, too. Because, Candace gave all the secrets away about her now husband. At that time, that was her husband / fiance. All this information we didn't need to know. And now we learn that Shamari really doesn't have a filter. They go shopping for cakes for the twins who are turning 1. And his mom is with her. And we learn that Miss Mama DeVoe was not here for Miss Shamari. She didn't like her. I said with good reason. I can see that now. And then she shares with Ronnie's mom. By the way, did you know we were in an open relationship? Don't no son want to tell his mom, I'm in an open relationship. Don't nobody do that. And why would you tell his mom? That's just disrespect. And so then at the party, they're asking all these questions like, who's ever been in an open relationship? She stands up just as proud, talking about because she wanted to be with a woman. I was bi-curious. And actually, I was with 2 different women, and one of them I didn't want to let go of. But I was the one who suggested the open relationship. Well, clearly you were afraid of losing your man. Okay, first of all, because I guess you weren't that secure in your marriage, and you married the legendary Ronnie DeVoe. So of course you know what goes on the road with groupies. I mean, girl, really? What like? Who's she gonna get on my nerves? I don't know if I'm gonna survive watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I did find it funny when they were trying to talk about people's fashions and she came up as a subject, and they were doing the comparison, and they were saying that by far Candy is dressed better and Shamari could use some work. But then Shamari gonna shoot her shot over at Portia, and I too want to know what Portia had on because I was confused. I was like, and I don't get y'all going to a barbecue. Why y'all got on stilettos? Like, it's a barbecue. Where you cute bedazzled sandals at? I don't understand that. And yes, I am a diva and I love my stilettos and I love looking fabulous. But I also believe in comfort in certain situations. And if I'm going to a barbecue, I do not need to be wearing no 5-6 inch heels to go to a barbecue. Okay? That made no sense. And Portia done brought Shamia. But she really kind of brought Shamia, I think, because of what Eva said that sounded a little Claudia Jordan colorist thing, team light skin versus team dark skin. I don't care how Eva tries to cover that up. To me, it sounded a bit like you were throwing shade on Shamia for being dark. Because she was like, well, she's definitely no Shamia, and Shamia is not, she's black, but not with a Q. Now, we can take that two different ways, but honestly, by the majority, it was received as you saying she black. Like, ooh, girl, she black. Okay. So it just wasn't appropriate, and I definitely would have dialed that back. Okay. Um, what else? I think that's about it. I mean, there's not much I can say about this. Candy said that they said bring something, and I'm gonna withhold from spilling this tea I know about Portia's man. But next week we see she right there holding court with Nene and Cynthia, and I forgot. I think somebody else was there too, to asking them, how have y'all been guided and directing Portia in her relationship with this dentist dude, because I've heard some things about him. Of course you have. Of course you have. And like everyone else said, when it was you and Todd and people were talking about him being whatever this alter ego was, Marvin or whatever he was, you didn't want to hear that, and you didn't want people running around telling it. But now all of a sudden you running around with Portia's tea. And my thing is, it sounds like you are a little bit obsessed with her and her life. But I kind of can see where Candy's coming from, because let us not forget the damage that Portia and her sidekick Phaedra did to Candy 2 seasons ago. So I don't know what's going to become this season. I just really think that Shamari does not need to be on this show. I also see there's a scene in the previews. I don't know what Ronnie DeVoe was talking to her about, but I have a feeling that he was telling her that her telling all of their business was just inappropriate, because he said, did you really think that was appropriate to bring that up at the table? So, I mean, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know if y'all's marriage is going to survive this one season, because that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make, is come on a reality show and put all your business out there like that. Now, I get it. It's scripted reality, quote unquote. But at the same time, it's also understood that these people are actually sharing these real things about their lives. It's just that they're given scenarios and they have to act on those directions. But I really don't know about season 11. I'm not really feeling it. I think that Portia's making herself look a fool. And then she was on Instagram yesterday. Oh, it was so nasty looking. It really was. She was doing some little dance to get people to buy her Go Naked weave. But she looked like a pregnant thought. Like, the kind you see in the strip club. It was just nasty looking. And I was like, Portia, really? Like, that's not cute, and that's not a good look for. I don't even want to buy no Go Naked hair, and I am a weave wig wearing queen. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to buy. That look nasty. I think that's about it, because I'm just. I don't. Real Housewives of Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie, they need to bring Phaedra back. Okay, just bring Phaedra back. Y'all can keep Kenya over there in the corner. We don't need her to come back. I'm glad she got her baby and her husband. We still trying to figure out how that came to be, but ain't none of our business. But I know people keep saying on Twitter and Instagram, bring her back. No, we don't need her lying ass to come back. And that's the other. Oh, that's what else happened. So apparently Eva has some more stuff she done heard around the way about Cynthia. See, that's the other thing. She keeps coming for Cynthia. So I get it. You probably think that Cynthia, birds of a feather flock together, because Kenya paid 2 or 3 different men to come on the show and pretend that they were in love and potentially getting married, Matt and the repo man. And so now, all of a sudden, Eva talking about she heard that Cynthia paid Mike Hill to go with her. And Cynthia was like, baby, as fine as I'm looking at the age I am, why would I have to pay anybody to touch this? Okay. I was like, I know that's right. Go ahead, 50 Cent. Okay. Go ahead, girl. Let her know. So I'm like, why would you even bring something up like that? I really want to know. The bottom line is, and then she said something about ain't nobody ever seen a supermodel with a butt. I was like, well, Cynthia was one and she had a butt. I mean, She ain't out there getting butt shots looking like Portia. I don't know. I just really feel some type of way about that. And I'm like, why would you start those rumors? It's like, Eva, you were doing good last season when you didn't have a peach. I know they done told you to bring it, but really you shouldn't be bringing it. Plus your husband to be is still trying to run for public office. So I wonder what he trying to run for. Y'all know one of the city council people died. Like, he just got elected and died in office. I don't know. And my friend's nephew, he might try to run for that spot. We'll see. Or try to take the spot. We'll see what's going on with that. But that's all I've got for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I haven't been watching Married to Medicine consistently, but I will say this about Married to Medicine. If Dr. Simone don't stop all that hollering and screaming, I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. And like, she can't even sleep without her mouth being open. When they were down in Miami and she fell asleep in that back seat, I was hollering and screaming. I said, oh Lord, this explains so much. But maybe that's how them babies get delivered. She be hollering up in there telling them to get out. And so that way they get delivered faster. I don't know. And kudos to Quad for leaving Dr. G. Toya and her man just got out of debt and they building this $2 million house out there in Alpharetta. Lord help us all. But I commend them. I understand. You know, if you out of debt and if that's your forever home, hey, do you, boo-boo. I get it. I know one thing. I got to figure out some things. I might have to pooch on down here to Magic City or somewhere to get me some money so I can get me a house in Atlanta, because these prices starting to skyrocket like goddamn California. I think I left California hoping to be able to purchase a home. I was in Sandy Springs the other day, guys, and I was driving by this new development, and it was starting in the mid 900,000s for a townhouse in Sandy Springs. Now, Sandy Springs is a nice area, don't get me wrong. But in Atlanta, $900,000, that's unheard of. It's like, even in my neighborhood that I stay in, Marietta, which is going through gentrification thanks to the Braves Stadium being built in the area, the prices are ridiculous. Rent is ridiculous. It's like, come on now, y'all. Be better to us. But anyways, shout out to them for getting their house. Dr. Heavily revisiting her childhood trauma. We now know why she is the way she is. Dr. Contessa that had a double mastectomy and reconstruction from the genetic possibility that she might end up with breast cancer. Dr. Jackie, my soror, and her husband, Big Hurt, they still together. Don't kick me, Dr. Jackie. I'm going to try to get me an appointment to go see Dr. Jackie. What y'all think? Next year, them health benefits be kicked back in. I think that's it for Bravo. But Married to Medicine is still good. To me, it's better right now than Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope episode 5 is good, because I'm about to give up. But like somebody else said, I ain't no quitter. I've been here since season 1, and I'll be here through season 11, I guess. But I am praying for Mr. Greg Leitz. That's really unfortunate. But anyways, I'm down here in sunny Florida, oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all pray for me. It's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, the food is good and the accommodations are great. Pray for me. Anyways, that's all I've got. I have been Miss Sophia the Diva. Thank you guys for joining. Thumbs this up. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, it don't matter, because I'm going to edit this for YouTube too, I guess, if I feel like it. Y'all know I've been in a funk, so hell, I might say I'm going to do something, I probably won't do it. This is the time we live in. Either way, life is good.